sure that I spelt Truman right. But yeah, I thought this would be like a good a good new beginning. Um something that actually really brought me here more than anything else was that I realized when I was calling someone my bruh, right? Like my bro, BRAH. It's totally short for a Sanskrit language. You know that? When I realized that, I freaked myself out so bad just now. I had to come back. Like I was just like, "Oh my god." And like I have a book here, but like I don't even know where to look in the book. This is why I wish I had friends, right? If I had friends or people that were like we were studying this stuff together, like you could be like helping me out right now, right? Like it's something to do with brahmacharya, okay? Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is like it's kind of like tapas. No, it's not like tapas, but tapas is like restraint. Hold on. Oh my god, but brah, and bro, and our fellows, and the I am that I am, like all of that. Oh my god, the way that was given back to me just now. Yeah, we're like in excuse me, like I know our Jupiter is in a I actually don't know anything about astronomy, so I'm trying to talk about what I know about, but like what I'm feeling, I really don't know anything. Okay, the truth is, you probably shouldn't be listening to me, right? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's true, right? Like you should be listening to yourself, your cells, your feelings, your being, instead of like, witnessing someone else's and having your experience. That's also why I've always had a hard time with any like television or like computer games or anything like that. Like I felt like they were taking away from me having my experience. Like they were like the middleman. Like I'm sure a lot of you know that. Like maybe some of you have a family and you got like that family member who's just always got the camera in between y'all. So it's like the camera's in between your relationship. You know what I mean? I feel like God feels that way about a lot of people, like you want to have these conversations with God, but only like on camera, like the cameras, you see what I'm saying? I'm just using that as an example. Yeah, since we're doing this live thing, I thought that I would, I like to press buttons. Yes. What's happening, Trina, Anthony says. Doing some stretches and had some, like, really profound, meditations today. Certainly continuing my sadhana, it's very important for me to continue my sadhana to keep doing yoga and stuff like this. But when I realized the brah comment, oh my god, like I'm sorry, I've never been like a stoner surfer in California. I mean, excuse me for the stereotype, but like that's literally the type of mood I felt like when I realized when we call each other my bruh, Brahmin, like it makes like because Brahmin, from my understanding, Brahmin is like kind of like another symbol or name for God, or like it's complicated. It's hard to explain. Neurolinguistics and all the science of that, but like when I felt that and I recognized that, like them showing up together on that same way, oh, it crushed me. And then that's what also made me want to come back here too, because it's like, wait a minute, like if we're all in this experience together, then like right, then constant sharing is a must. Like like I'm not. So how can I transfer this message to you? I know I gave the video such a stupid title. Oh man. See, sometimes we'll be playing with shadows and we won't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, you could say that I'm doing shadow work right then and there because I just manipulated the title, even though the title totally. I mean, it's like a white lie. You know what I mean? It's like that. And there's like a lot of electromagnetic energy that's been frozen. Like literally, like they held back all this currency because the charge was just so strong. Like literally, the whole world would blow up. Like if they didn't. So like I empathize with them on that. Like there was a reason to cool the currency. But it's really cool that one could learn how to manipulate both energetic forces. Yeah, I thought about I thought about a lot of different things. I've definitely thought about doing this live Truman Show type thing, where like I show everything that I'm doing in like every state of my being, and just like there's no filter. And then but what keeps coming up right now that's very strong for me to transfer the message that I was talking about earlier, and that I've been like basically what I would call beating around the bush. Like I feel like I might have lost it again. Like God. Like it's so much. It's literally exhausting. It's spiritually exhausting. I got it. I finally got it. They talk about it in the Bible, okay? Like that's the way that I first was introduced to it. And like, excuse me, like I don't even know anywhere in the Bible that it says this, okay? I don't really know anything about the Bible. Please excuse me. And like, especially those of you who are anti-Bible, or those of you that are for Bible, both ways. Like it was talking about, like you don't, how do I explain it? Like my understanding of it was that like when you pray or whatever, you're not supposed to pray like in church, not in a place where everyone sees you. You're not supposed to do your practice like my yoga. I'm not supposed to do it like my posture so everyone sees, like, right? I'm like, it's not what that's for. It's about my sadhana between me and God. It's like private. It's very private and sacred. And that's kind of what each bra is, right? Like each person is a is a person, is a being, is a I am that I am. Oh, I'll show you some of my henna tats that I'm working with right now. Like this is totally rubbing off, but this is like my girl. I messed up her ear really bad, so I'm like, rub that off. Some henna. But hashtag actually autistic. Maybe I should have totally put that on here too. Fail, Trina. Super fail. It's okay, but oh, also if you don't know, barefoot for autism awareness is like a huge thing. I'm naturally barefoot all the time, but why do you think that autistics that we like to be barefoot? Do you ever think about that? Because we know that the shoes make us sick and disconnect us from the science of grounding. There's a video on YouTube called The Science of Grounding that you can look up. And you can look up and know that like all of like your cells and like how important it is for you to reconnect to all of those things. I understand that like a lot of the work that I'm here to do is meant to be like private, if that makes sense, or bra to bra, you know what I mean? And like I'm not looking for exclusively people who are going to show up with money, as I stated before. I mean, not that you know, that helps. We won't go hungry. Cheesy example. That's a really cheesy and like shitty joke too, because like nature will provide, okay? We've been brainwashed. We're the ones who give the nature the love, and then the nature keeps providing, right? We forget that we are the conduit of energy. We are love. That's what we're supposed to do. We came to this planet to serve, to be, to nurture. My soul's gonna get very irritable if I continue being here, to be honest. Like I would love to do some yoga, and like I'm sure you'd love to watch me do some yoga, but it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna just enjoy my yoga to myself, and then yeah, if people really want to commission me, maybe I'll do some yoga videos. But really right now I'd like to continue my personal practice, and I don't know. I really wanted to shed light on the video that I had made prior to this one. Okay? And I had also wanted to share the idea of me going live and essentially like keeping the live stream going forever and ever 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 and ever. My inner child. My inner child. Let me see what else we have going on. I like to press buttons. Woot woot. Mad Clown Love. As a matter of fact, I am. That's it. I wouldn't say that I'm Catholic, I'm Jewish, or I'm Muslim. I wouldn't say I am any of that. I would just say I am. Would you accept me? A lot of people wouldn't. I'm with you with that. I hear you. It's okay. I've been there. I've been on both ends, you know what I mean? Like, I've been on the end where I couldn't receive the person in front of me, and then I've been the person that couldn't be received. So I've been there. I've been there. Yes. If you provide questions or, some type of essence, food, as stated in the other video before, food. Oh, emotions are food. So you can nourish yourself with love, or you can boil yourself over with your own hatred. And we can get, like, it can be very addicting to be, like, in the seas of our emotions, that's why people pay millions of dollars for movies and stuff, right? Because, like, you can create and evoke this emotion. Oh, man, like, did I not express that heavily enough in the other video, my concern about Rihanna? And, like, how it feels like there's about to be, like, some super occult ritual thing about to happen right now because of, like, do you understand the moon that we are in? Like, I feel like all these intensified energies, like somebody's gonna blow, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, like it's just, like, literally, like, someone, like, I can feel the energy of, like, it feels like basically someone blowing their brains out. Like, it's that kind of vibe, but it's, or, like, should I say atomic bomb? Would that be more politically correct or comfortable? Like, I don't, but it's all the same thing to me, you know? It's like, and then, like, some people just want to act like that doesn't exist or that isn't there or that the possibility, like, it pains me. It pains me. Like, how could you be so mindless? How could you be so smart and then choose to not use it? Like, what a weapon. Like that's where a tool can be instantly turned into a weapon. Like, when you thought it was, like, just an instrument of healing or whatever, right? I guess, like, that's how the scalpel is. Like, we can cut you or we can do surgery and rebuild you. So, is that what it is? Is that what it is? There is, like, a mad fire, man. Like, I can feel it inside. Is that what that is? Like, I love you for saying that. That might be exactly what that is. Like I have all this power, like, to do stuff with it, and I'm just like, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing with it. And, like, that's exactly what's up. That's exactly what's up. I appreciate you for painting that language, but that's exactly what's happening. Like, I have all this passion, just like, it's like fire in my chest. So yeah, when you painted that narrative, it really spoke to my higher self and my ego in a whole nother way. It kind of, like, really brought me down, brah. in a good way. You ever have a moment where, like, you really needed to be put down? Can we talk about that? You ever had that? You ever got too high on your horse and that somebody had needed to just, like, sit you down, princess, you know? You ever been there? Are you just like the old beat up soul like me? Just watching everything. For me, it was, I was capable of still finding such joy. No matter the terror, I still found a way. I did. I do have some great books. Oh, wow. Johnny, it's always a pleasure to play with you and connect with your consciousness. Bear with me here. I'm transferring all that. Wow. Like, I'm really, really anchoring that in, you know? Like, by really, truly knowing and understanding that. The Wonderland. There's all this sacred symbolism going on. And then, again, like with the time, should I say, or like, yeah, the moons, the astral ways, or just like the way that I know that man has historically repeated itself and that is known for. You know that the Illuminati and like the dark workers and worshippers, like they all, like it's the same time every year. Like, do you not know their rituals? Like, is it not obvious? I mean, like, we're kind of forced to play a part of a lot of them, like, right? Like this year, they're like Coachella. I think that's good essence, but a lot of energy vampire stuff going on, man, and like, it's very complicated, to say the very least. It's very complicated, and it's not like there's like a it's like people are like, I kind of empathize with like the anti-conspiracy theorists or whatever, like anti-coincidence theorist. I think they're called that. I mean, I empathize. I kind of empathize, okay? And like, I feel bad. Like, let me try to stop myself from empathizing there. I can't stop thinking about generational curses, though. It just repeats itself over and over again, and kind of frustrating. I hear ya. I really want to tune this, guy, so maybe I'll just like utilize this time. All right, let's see where our keys are at on this thing, shall we? Play a little bit. Almost. Hold on, let me think about this for a second. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be C, and this is F. Ew. All right. Oh, you know what I don't have? Typical. I'm like, Trina, you're such a tool. I'm missing my tool, dude. Dang. Can't tune my. I got 2 tools. I need the final tool so I can actually make adjustments here. Actually, some of these are hold on, I played with this thing too much. This is like a perfect scene, or almost, but let's try to turn it up a notch and see what it does. It's like not even recognizing it at this point. Yeah, it's C sharp. I just lessened its frequency because I played it too hard. You know that? Dang. Yeah, I need to tighten this. I need to find my tools, so like, it looks like I'm not doing what I thought I was gonna do. I don't even know where that is right now. I definitely not in the mood to do that. Yeah, Johnny, for your donation, I'll definitely focus more on your energy for a moment. Like, let me see. Let's, I'm like, I know, it's not about the visuals, bear with me. I'm like, I'm channeling all this energy. I was trying to share the essence that I had there, but, I'm like, it wilted away. I'm gonna take off some of these, this psychopathic record stuff that I'm, holding on to. I'd also love to tie my hair up, but there does not seem to be a hair tie anywhere in sight. And that's not very comforting for me at all. So, like, it's not easy to focus on you, especially when you're particularly, like, finding joy in paying me to ignore you, right? But how can I ignore such a consciousness that provokes me? I find that to be most entertaining. Most of all, let me point out your scrutiny and your ability to do so, and like make sure that you recognize that, and most of all, that you fucking follow through and you keep serving that, bro. Thank you for the donation. We got some live commentary. You and like your obsession with the Lucas. Let me focus on you, since like you want to do this real live show, and like if it's supposed to be like this, so fine. Let me tell you what's up. So you're obsessed with hair, okay? Excuse everybody else. Excuse this guy and excuse this for a moment. But like let's entertain this for a moment, okay? Your hair. You're obsessed with hair, okay? Why do you think? Why do you think that women had their heads shaved? And do you know, how about Native Americans, how they shaved their heads? You know, how about Samson? Your hair is an extension of your nervous system, okay? And it traps light, data, frequency. I'm sure there's other things about hair that like I don't know that that totally fall into this category, but essentially that is what you're moved by. And like it is fascinating, you know, how you could totally tell how like people's hair is like almost like an expression in itself, or like people say like, oh, my hair had this kind of mood today, or like right, bad hair day, where all that comes from. But those are all like extensions of our nervous system. Understood? Some of you that have actually gone to medical school understand this more than most, but like a lot of people are like really over glancing something that's so simple that is also so vast at the same time. And for me, yeah, I guess that was a thing. And yeah, a lot of my light, a lot of my information is in my hair. And no, I would never even sell you my hair. You know that? I wouldn't. Never. Like, I might donate it to somebody. Oh, whoa. What do you mean? What do you mean? I've never seen the movie Avatar. Did you know that? I've never seen the movie Avatar. I've never seen. I refuse. Did you know I refuse? I'm really like anti, like Illuminati. What do you want me to say? Like I'm anti, like I'm trying to like not be any more programmed, but it seems like, yeah. Seems like that in itself is a programming, yo. Okay? So, like, I'm having to unwire my nervous system and unsee things that I've seen since I was a kid. Like, so now you're making me see that, like, the new generations, they're all gonna know Avatar. And it's a very symbolic movie. I know that. I've been told that several times. But I wish I knew what type of analogy you were angling at there, Johnny. The nectar. Like my head totally looks shaved back there. Even though it's not. I'm transferring all this energy, all this data. It's just been an enlightening experience to say the least. Yeah, I totally tried. Yeah, I got like a big mess on my hands. I should probably clean like, yeah, that broom over there. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm done. Trina's very done. Very done, very overworked, very underplayed. Trina wants to come out to play now, and I feel like we've been fighting and almost a little too playful all the time. So now, like, I feel a need to kind of like start over and rehash things out. Definitely, I'll be doing a lot more underwater soaking. That's for sure. That's a must. That's calling me right now, actually. Yes, sir. I'm glad that I could be of service and that you have found joy. Whoa, thank you. Oh my God, Johnny! Oh my God! Whoa! Hold on! Whoa! Whoa! They use their hair as a conduit to control the animals and get to get data from places. Whoa! You're telling me, so like, you're making me see my hair as a whole nother antenna. Um, wow. Wow! Like, yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing to witness. That's definitely amazing. Yeah. Um, Lee. Lee Leffingwell. I've known the shadow has been up against me since I was a child. As a matter of fact, it was very thee who had me turn away from myself and, like, all of my being. Man, I just realized that just now, so I had to, like, I just took that in. Like, I mean, I guess I thought I would have already known that, but like now I'm seeing the story like a whole nother way. Like I've grown and I see it differently now. Yeah, I'm sorry, you're like staring at my heart there, or like here's my knee. Would you prefer that? I'm like, I really just don't want to hold the camera. I just wanted to transfer you some energy and some information. And many levels, I feel, as stated before, overextended or like, a lot of times I feel like just what I'm doing isn't enough. So it definitely goes both ways. I'm thankful for those of you like Johnny who pay respect and attention and invest energy and, yes, as you can see, financial obligations that we're all like slave to. I can't erase the irritability. Excuse me, I'm trying so hard. I am. I just get so discouraged with the way that like you're using all these powers, like these powers of life and of just that ways that we can be. Like those are powers. You have the power to turn the light on, that's a power. You got power to make the rent bill, that's a power. You got the energy to go for a walk, that's power. Like you don't understand energy and like physics. And frankly, it just makes me sick. Like literally I'm sick. And dismembered. And like there's a lot of ways that disease is expressing itself on the planet in other ways that like it's trying to be seen and shared and healed. Lee, are you really going to be a pansy and retract what you just said? We are the knights who say nee. Yeah, I never got into Avatar. Oh my God, was it really? Drug-induced trip. What? Like, let me think about that. Like, what do you mean? Like, I know that like they put yeah, they like hooked his. I know they hook his mind up to something. Okay, like hold on. Like this is why I don't like to see this shit. Okay, like once I see, there's no unseeing it after I see it, and like the I am that I am, you know, it sees it through my lenses. So like, geez, like, I wasn't expecting, like, now the classes turn, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm teaching, but no, I'm being taught. Whoa, let me sit down. Whoa, give it to me. I'll take it, you know? For me, it's like nourishing. I'm like, if this isn't, very goddess life, I don't know what it is, right? Like, just like, let's just pull over and crank our feet up on a harp. Like, it's our footstool. It's slightly disrespectful to my harp, but it's also how I show my harp love. Oh, by the way, my harp is named. Her name is Priscilla. And it was not intentional to name her after my first opponent in the pro wrestling world. Oh, but yes. It's so funny. It's so interesting, too, actually, now that we pointed out like that, my first opponent in the wrestling ring. But also, so she's also my opponent of, like, yeah, I'm fighting her all the time, trying to get her in tune, dude. Or like all these symbolisms of the real world and the metaphysical and all these things that are expressing themselves. Sometimes I get so prideful, and part of me is just tired. I'm really, really tired. And like, I'm like, I just want to go home. And like, I've been holding back. Because like I learned through personal experience that I didn't really always know when I was supposed to show up or what I was supposed to do to win, and I didn't understand timing. And therefore, when we didn't understand timing, like, we didn't make moves, we didn't act. Because everyone's like, oh, we're going to stop time by not moving. That's not true! God, I'm like, part of me is stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck in my own narrative, I guess, is where I'm stuck. But the only way I'm going to get out is, like, if you let me get out, right? So, like, I have to not have somebody listening to my story. I think it's funny that I lost a viewer right then and there. They're like, oh, fuck that, I'm not being part of that. I find that to be comical. I find that most entertaining. I'm sitting here, like, you want to look at a Trina Mason original? Some weird artwork that I made. It was actually going to be for this girl, but that girl kind of jumped ship, yo. I thought we were fighting the same battle, and she ain't there no more. So now I got like this big piece of art that was totally channeled through me, for her, about her. It's kind of her. And now it's just there, representing. If I could make it talk, I would talk about the green in her eyes would be the heart shining through the eyes instead, like kind of a symbol like that. Okay, the green symbolizing also creation, you know, like where I'm spreading life, growth, and seeing things with growing eyes, glowing eyes, being able to see through that light. She's red, she's angry, but she's also like, the red for me is kind of like a symbol of her, like being in the physical, to be honest. Like, I guess if I have to paint a narrative, like it's because the physical. And like, oh man, there's so much emotion buried into this piece. Like, so much stagnant red energy for her. Like, and it's from, man, like, is that lack of, like, I don't even want to give it in language, but I could say lack of strength, or I mean, I could say sad stories, but most of all, I just want her to shine, so let me paint that light instead, right? The red, dude, like, blood, right? The price that one has paid, the suffering, the shedding, all the held back anger, all the things that were, like, the red is also stop, right? All the things that have been stagnant. And then, like, she's kind of surrounded by, like, all these illuminating colors, like different sides of the spectrum, being able to see things. And, like, she literally didn't know what color to be. And, like, her lips are blue. Like, she can't speak. Or, like, she's silenced. Or, like, her words are harsh and cold. Like, they don't come out right, because, like, they're not coming from the heart, from her center. And her skin just shows anger, or just like passion, pure passion, or love, or whatever words you paint for that. Oh yeah, and like, she has markings. You may think that she's crying, but no. She has very intricate markings, and there's probably like more markings I could have given her. Like, definitely would have gotten one underneath the mouth. I'm seeing some areas where she probably should have, where she could get more love. But yeah, she's kind of just like as is, like this character now. That's just like one of my pieces, if not one of like my only pieces. Look, I actually even, it's actually signed and dated. Like, Trina, look at that. Let me look at that. 10, 15, 18. Nice. Yeah, this is old. It's kind of old. I've been sitting on that for like that long. It's been done. It's kind of sad. What does that say? Imagine how many generations say that same song. Like, man, I've had that oak chest in my family since cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Like, is this a better picture? Would you like to? I mean, I'm not big into visuals today. I'm not feeling the part of playing a draconian princess, put on makeup, and play royalty here today. I'm not feeling it. I want to bum it out. I want to be a beach bum today. I'm just kidding, because if I was serious, I'd be at the beach, right? Well, I hope that you have found great joy out of my sharing and beings. I'm glad you like chilling with me. I like the idea of me releasing my attachment and my servitude here, even though you tempt me here with money, and as much as I need money right now, like, my soul is so hungry to, like, go be doing all these other things. Like, honestly, like, I'm like, hold on, the phone's all hot and stuff, whoa. My phone's really hot. I would rather be, like, I just want to go make art. And, like, yeah, it'd be nice to be paid for my art. Not that, like, I so much, like, think that my art is worth, like, millions of dollars, as much as that I feel like my life is worth millions of dollars, maybe, like, that I should be given the opportunity to really, have access to all the food and shelter, that I need, really. And unfortunately, the way the world is built right now, the Matrix, I hate the Matrix. Can I state how much I hate the Matrix? I hate the Matrix. And I'm constantly stuck here in this Matrix, this avatar. Like, I'm in this avatar, stuck, participating in the game of the Matrix. And it's like, if you only knew the quantum mechanics, you know, the divine timing, the divine order, like, I can't shift this. I hate the Matrix. You're cute, Johnny. I feel you. Yeah, unfortunately, we are all in it. But what if I told you that we all chose to be in it? I think that would screw you up even more. If that you knew that you made a contract in blood that said, like, I'm going to go through with this. You chose all of this. And then, like, the greatest battle won is definitely as if you can accept that. And if you can accept that, and then we can move on, like, there's so much to move on to, and, like, with such strength, if you can embody all of that. But, like, people are so weak. Like, they don't even want to think. They're weak in their thoughts. But, like, they're also trained and conditioned to be that way. Like, that's what sucks. Like, all these people, we have millions and millions and millions of people that are being born, but consciousnesses aren't being strengthened. Principles aren't being strengthened. Morals aren't being strengthened. We're strengthening in numbers, but we're lessening in our I don't know, man, in our love and our light. I'm sorry to get so grim, but it literally feels that way. It feels that way. Itchy nose. Maybe because you know. Do you know? Oh, you know what it is? It's the virus in my nose. I can feel it. Like, I can feel everything. And, like, being such a sensitive and a psychic, or whatever you want to call me, like, everyone thinks it's great. It sucks. It has a lot of downfalls. And, like, people only see the shine. And as soon as people see the darkness, they abandon you. I'm frankly looking for Team Trina Mason has stated that team that's actually going to fully embrace me. And, like, I'm not looking for someone who's going to say it or tell everybody else it when I'm dead, you know? Like, they're going to just be it. There ain't got to be no story. There's yackers and there's doers. There's people too busy yakking about, I'm going to do this and I'm going here and and they're doers. And they're too busy doing. To talk. There's a lot of people that just want to do small talk and that don't understand the power of word or the power that has been given to all of mankind, really. And then how that power has been abused and how much we have tortured and harmed one another, and especially behind the name of the quote Lord, right? Like, there's probably been more deaths behind like fighting for spirit, right, than anything else. So clearly all of that is like false in many ways, but like it seems like we're also trying to get to the essence of like the most pure, which is what we have in front of us now, right? Like we know that scientifically when we look at what is it called? Natural selection? Is that the word? Maybe it's natural selection. Or like, I can't think of it. But it's basically like natural selection. It's kind of like that. I think I need to read some more biology books. Oh, this is funny. That's funny. You're funny. Okay. I'm such an empath, and I'm dealing with so many different people and so many different things, and like I'm struggling. Like I feel like it makes me feel like I can't be, because like I'm literally being all these things for other people. So I'm like, where's the me in all of this? Like I'm just like this vessel, this constant vessel, and I'm like, I just want to rest. Like, but it's the energy just won't stop flowing in and out of me, and like I won't stop going and being, right? Like, so like it's fascinating, really. Oh, it's kind of like a symbiosis therapeutic experience. I'm feeling the vibe of those of you that are here now, the electromagnetic currency occurring, mad Reiki lights going out, but I am receiving select information as well too that is very helpful, and some people don't even know, like sometimes them being present and not saying anything, like I can feel your energy like focused on me and like I can tune into like all kinds of different stuff, and then it kind of sucks for me though, because then I'm like, oh, where's that coming from, or like, is this mine? There's definitely like someone has like a lot of shame and guilt stuff down. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people do. You just got to kind of talk to that stuff that's inside of you and all the things that you're all congested about and you're all worked up about. Like, you won't even give yourself permission to go inside yourself. Like, you freak out, but you also can't fight narrative with narrative. So you might need someone like me. Like, if you already hash things out with yourself as much as you can, it's nice to meet, you could say me or someone like you, or just anybody really, besides you, that can help you hash out these things. I mean, I know that we are all very powerful and our bodies are very powerful enough as is, but we're even more powerful when we combine our energies together. For sure. So, Johnny and everybody else that has been present with me here, I'm gonna have to seriously end this. Like, I might make some personal videos too, like on my phone, you know what I mean, like with like as I go and travel and do things that might not be in real time, but I definitely felt a need to kind of come back and do a little bit more live stuff, especially to make myself known to like people who are in the shadows, you know, that like I'm here as an option. That's all I can do, you know. I can't force you to pay me or force you to like just say hey to me. You know, like you gotta be invested in you. You gotta do the work. So all I can do is hold a space, and then the rest is on you. I just have to follow through and keep my role and keep myself in check. I'm gonna continue doing so. If I find more messages to share with you, I'll definitely make sure to do like little YouTube snippets. However, the video before this one was probably one of the most powerful and best ones. And like, yeah, again, like I don't even know if I'm going to be, I'm not sure what I'm doing from this point on. I just wanted to transfer some of that light and that data and like know that I'm in this process of reconstructment. And like, yeah, I'm going to go back to the drawing board, and when I come back, you know, I'll be ready for you. Those of you who like are on the sides that kind of like need me right now, you know, I can still be of service to you, you know, but like I'm gonna have to see that you're invested, you know what I mean? Like if you know that you're just being an energy vampire and that you're not gonna put in the work, and that like you're just wasting my time, like you're only gonna get what you put out, you know what I mean? So like I've lived that out, and I'm moving on, and like I'm here if you need me. But you're gonna have to reach out personally, you know what I mean? Like I'm coming on here as often as I can to kind of share with you what's going on. I kind of just got lost in a fantasy that there's someone here present that I find to be most special. Most special. And I'm scared to know if it's true. If it's true that he does this. And if he does, then why won't he express it? Or does it always have to be in the most subtlest of ways? I really enjoy him and his Snickers. That was like one of the best musics that like my soul's ever known, is the little like I can't even do them the way that I hear them, the size and the types of notions of being inside himself, like when this person becomes zen. Oh. Oh, I finally got that other thing that I was trying to talk about in the other video, you guys. God, I'd gotten so publicly humiliated I couldn't even talk about it. I wonder if I would get it again. Like, I just got so excited, I kind of, like, lost it. Oh, I got it again. So, like, when you do, like, the BDSM world or whatever, like, sometimes some things get you off so hard that have nothing to do with sex. Nothing. Nobody has to touch you there or anything. And it just, like, it gets... Like, I don't know, it does something that you could describe as getting you off. It's in the head. But it's like an emotional, it's dopamine. It's fucking dopamine. It's dopamine. And like, oh God, it's like, it's a rush of love. And like, it's just, oh, it's so intense. And like, for me, like I did learn that experience through, I like, the only other ways that I have found that high, like an orgasm, like without an orgasm, was for me, the first way that I was introduced to it, truthfully, shamefully admittance, is shibari. Shibari is a Japanese rope work of tying your partner up, okay? Like I had the blessing of getting intimate with shibari ropes, you guys, and shibari changed my life. It did. It tied me down, showed me some new things. I love to freak people out. That's kind of what I'm really good at. Now, yeah, I mean, I'm glad I finally got that out. But yeah, I paid. There's a huge price tag that I paid for everything that like nobody sees, and that like it goes down when I die. But sure as shit, I like made sure that my colors were seen and like known as the ship goes burning down, right? The ship may be going down, but there's confetti everywhere, and there's sparkle and there's glitter. My heart has been taken. And in both ways. In one way, I have completely fallen in love with one person and have chosen this person over and over again, like what feels like lifetimes. And like I'd love to continue experimenting with that reality. And then the other half of me, or the other part of me, is like yeah, like it's like this super like divine union. It's yoga. Like if I could call it something, it's yoga. Like I mean, this is it. That is it. Like the full becoming one, and it's just like it's me becoming a swami or whatever you want to say. Like there's tons of narratives, but just being. So I'm in this moment of recluse and my own samadhi and really aligning myself with my own personal energy, myself. And as stated, yes, I am of service to other people. I'm thankful for those of you who know that there's a better time for you, but also let me be the one to complain at you. Any of you who are saying, like, you'll get me later, you'll pay me later, you'll do this later. Like, dude, sometimes that later needs to be today. Like, it's just like all this stuff has been being put off for far too many generations. And you haven't been being patient with yourself. I'm being patient too. I'll wait. The teacher will present itself when the student is ready. Like, I'm here. And like, I'm holding all this space. And like, I can't lie, I start to feel withdrawal. Because I start to feel really, really upset at the lack of students, basically. Because like, nobody wants to learn lessons of love anymore. Nobody. You want to just... You like dark, scary stories now? Like, what are you doing? You have all this consciousness, and that's what you're going to do with it. You're going to choose to think and only focus on scary, negative things. Or are you going to harness this power and utilize it for the greater good, for the greater of mankind, for the all spirits involved? To shed light and illumination. That's my personal choice. Now allow me to continue. If you wish to have more of me, if you really do want to listen, you really want to be here, like, there are ways that we can communicate now in this age, right? You know how to talk. You know how to open up if you want to. If the desire is there, you will express it. And I can be of service. But otherwise, it's back to my samadhi, a very private life, my very private journey of healing. I will continue to produce writings and artwork, and yeah, I'm working on either Etsy or eBay. I'm really kind of torn about the two because they both take such huge cuts, and plus shipping and all these things. You know, I'm really just trying to put my energy out there and into my stuff, and like trying to also just like like I'm not trying to rip somebody off on the price either, you know, but like I feel like I'm in a position where I kind of sometimes feel like I'm forced to. Like, sometimes it costs more to ship the item than the item's worth. So it's like, oh God, what do I do? I just want someone to value like what is. Like, it's not about price tags and stuff, really. So there's all these essences going on, and yeah, there's obviously a hunger. And like, we can only eat after, leaders eat last. We can only eat after my work. And I'm being very patient. And I'm staying strong, as strong as I possibly can. And I gotta say, like, I wouldn't have made it this far if it wasn't for you. And I say that to God. And I say that to literally the consciousness, the I am, that is listening and feeling all of this. Like, literally, like, without this attachment, like, do you think I really would have had the energy to come out of such darkness? Do you really think that something as, like, beautiful could have grown from some type of toxic area? Like, it's quite astounding. And God, I'd love to continue my education in the sciences, and I'd love to have a stronger network of people who actually want to strengthen me and see to it that I follow through, and etc., and that are genuine. And I'm going to be patient. But most of all I have right now is me. So, like, that's why I have to do my best. And right now, I'm going to be forced to leave here in this virtual reality and to enter into the real world. And it is here that you might find me. And some of you may choose to create a situation with me on the side. And if I don't pay you any mind, know that you have not paid me for my time. And that does not mean that your energy and your situation is useless or goes unheard. Everything being is just speaking for itself. If you can just let it be as is. And it'll tell you a million different stories about the same thing. So let it rest.